We continue to uncover information about last year's deadly prison bus crash. Nearly 3 months after the NTSB released their findings, we have an exclusive look at dash cam video from the tragic accident.
An armed robbery at a local convenience store during broad daylight, and is not the first time. We have surveillance video of the robbery. We'll have that in our live report.
And one woman is shot and killed in her home in Big Spring. Tonight, a neighbor reacts to the tragic story.
Live from the most watched station in West Texas, you're watching CBS 7 News, the breaking news and weather authority. CBS 7 News at 6 starts now.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
At least one person is dead after a major wreck on Interstate 20 just outside of Big Spring. The eastbound lanes of I-20 between mile marker 192 and 193 are closed down right now after a crash involving 4 to 6 vehicles.
Eyewitnesses say a driver going the wrong way on I-20 clipped 2 or 3 cars before crashing into an 18-wheeler. Our partners with KBS Media in Big Spring also say that those lanes are blocked. Let's get the very latest. In fact, we're going to go live to Julia Thatcher now with the latest. Julia?
That's where the accident occurred. DPS did confirm with our media partners, KBest, that it was a wrong-way driver that clipped about 2 to 3 vehicles, and 4 to 6 vehicles were involved. After clipping those vehicles, the vehicle then ran into the 18-wheeler. If you can see the 18-wheeler now off to the side of the road, the front is just completely totaled. You can only imagine what that accident was like. It was confirmed that one person was pronounced dead on the scene, and another was airlifted by helicopter. The eastbound lanes are now closed, and traffic is being diverted on the frontage roads. This is between mile marker 192, 193. Traffic is not especially bad right now, but there are probably between 10 to 12 police vehicles on scene right now, with crews picking up just damage and pieces of cars all over the road. Investigators are still working to clear this scene right now. It is expected to be closed for a few more hours. We're live in Big Spring. Julia Thatcher, CBS 7 News.
Julia, thanks very much. All new tonight at 6 o'clock. We're getting our first look at the moments leading up to the tragic prison bus crash in Penwell that killed 10 people. According to a report released by the NTSB back in May, severe damage to a guardrail was one of the key factors in this crash. We've shown you the aftermath and the diagrams of that crash site, but now we can show you firsthand the role those guardrails played.
Tonight, CBS 7 has exclusive dash cam video from the scene as the crash happens. We want to warn you, this footage may be hard to watch. CBS 7's Alexa Dunson walks us through the gut-wrenching moments.
Crosses are placed in the ground here in Penwell in remembrance of the 10 lives that were lost a year and a half ago. According to the NTSB, this guardrail, which as you can see, damaged once again, was one of the main reasons the bus flew down this embankment and into an oncoming train.
January 14th, 2015. A cold and rainy morning when a Texas Department of Correctional Justice bus flew off I-20. 10 people died. For the first time, dashcam video from a DPS trooper working a crash just moments before is released. You can see the bus pass the DPS dashcam when it strikes the guardrail, loses control, and flies down the embankment. On the right-hand side of your screen, you can just make out a Union Pacific train moving below. The bus slammed right into it. An NTSB report released in May said the damaged guardrail was to blame. The report states the guardrail could have prevented the bus from falling off the overpass. We requested this video so you can see firsthand. Now let's rewind. Just 14 minutes before, a truck hit the guardrail, leaving it partially in the roadway. It was sticking out just enough for the bus to collide with it and crash into the moving train below.
When we first learned the guardrail was to blame in the NTSB report, we sent a request for that video. It's unclear why DPS just now released the footage. As for the victims of the families, the ones we spoke to say they've never seen the video. Some still trying to sue the state for what happened here. We're live in Ector County. Alexa Dunson, CBS 7 News.
Alexa, thanks. In breaking news tonight, Ector County ISD isn't the only district showing improvement in the accountability ratings. Midland ISD released their ratings just a few hours ago.
The Texas Education Agency indicated that MISD saw improvements across the district. CBS 7's Brianna Gallegos joins us now from MISD offices with more details. Brianna?
As a whole, the district showed improvements, and Chief Academic Officer Patrick Jones says that there is a lot to improve on, but he and Executive Accountability say that they are proud of the district.
Really been focusing in the last 2 years on different strategies, and then we've had some campuses that have really been working on collaboration, and it proved fruitful for their work, and we're very pleased with that.
28 out of the 37 campuses received MET standards. 9 still have some requirements, but that is 2 down from last year. MISD had 11 campuses that still needed a requirement. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll go more in depth of what these scores mean. For now, live in Midland, Brianna Gallegos, CBS 7 News.
Time now for a CBS 7 Weather Authority update.
Well, good evening, everyone. After seeing rain over the weekend, it is sunny skies outside, and we're not seeing a whole lot, but all that will be changing. We're going to have a weather alert day coming up in about 36 hours, so just getting you a little bit prepared for that. I want to show you the radar right now, what we have going on outside over the last hour, and really nothing in our area. It's all been toward East Texas, Central Texas, and moving away from us, at least for right now. So here's what we're looking at. Any kind of rain, that'll stay out of the Permian Basin at least for a day, maybe 2 days, and then that will be changing. In terms of what you can expect tonight, upper 90s is what we're looking at. Pretty much clear skies by the time we hit 10 o'clock, 79, and by the midnight hour, mid 70s. So a little bit mild outside right now with a lot of sunshine.
Craig, thanks very much. Just into our newsroom within the past 30 minutes. Take a look at this surveillance video. It captures armed robbers as they held up a convenience store earlier today.
Odessa police say this isn't the first time the In-N-Out store had been robbed. In fact, they responded to the store at least 3 other times within the last few years. CBS 7's Amanda DeBerry joins us now live from the scene. Amanda, do police have any new leads?
Right now, Odessa police is trying to track down the 3 suspects involved in the robbery. As you can see from behind me, the scene isn't very active, but just an hour ago, it looked much different. I watched Odessa police, the crime unit, and detectives comb through the scene looking for any possible clues. One of the suspects held the 2 employees at gunpoint while the other jumped across the counter, snatching a bag full of money. Then the 3 suspects fled in a white SUV in an unknown direction.
So this time there's confirmed 3 suspects, 2 black males and 1 Hispanic male, and possibly a 4th suspect.
No injuries were reported. Police believe this robbery is in connection to the robbery that happened just last week at the Golden Crest Apartments. Police are encouraging anyone with information to contact Odessa Crime Stoppers at 333-TIPS. Reporting live in Odessa, I'm Amanda DeBerry, CBS 7 News. Back.
Amanda, thanks very much. New details tonight on a murder investigation in Big Spring. Big Spring police have confirmed that 56-year-old Sonia Michelle Drake was shot and killed in her home. CBS 7's Stephanie Bennett is looking for answers. She just spoke with neighbors. Stephanie?
Right now, this is all we have on the record. Police say it's a murder investigation and they're following up on leads. Now, we do not know at this time if there are any suspects, but neighbors are speculating.
I knew her as Muffin.
You knew her as what?
Muffin.
Harry Music was not only Drake's next-door neighbor for years, but also her friend. He says he'll miss her kindness and also
the sweet little lady she was.
Police say it happened here at the woman's home on Westover Road, just blocks from Big Spring's main drag. The release said Drake was dead on arrival. The cause? A gunshot. The neighbor we spoke with says there were rumors of domestic violence, though that is not confirmed.
The lady that lives behind her in that little house out there, well, she told me that there was domestic problems.
One look at the home, you'd never know someone was killed here last night. Music said he didn't even hear it happen. Now, we reached out to the police and asked them about any possible suspects or motive. And they said at this time they're not releasing any details. Now, Drake's body was sent for an autopsy earlier today. Live in the newsroom, Stephanie Bennett, CBS 7 News.
Stephanie, thanks very much. We're continuing to cover an asphalt runoff that you saw first here on CBS 7. Today, a Midland neighborhood is finally getting their lawns and cars cleaned after being soaked in the non-toxic chemical. According to the city of Midland, it all started from a construction site that's part of the city's Compass project to improve roads. CBS 7's Michael Esparza was there and has information as the cleanup effort got started.
I'm here off of South Webster Street in front of one of the houses that was affected by the asphalt runoff. Reese Albert Incorporated says heavy rain is what's to blame. I spoke to one Midland woman who tells me she's still dealing with the glue-like material that's been left on her car. It's a sticky situation all around when asphalt from a construction company spills down the road, sticking to everything in its path.
Still feel like we need some type of explanation.
Geneva Keith, who lives off South Webster, says she was upset when she came outside Monday morning to see crews already cleaning her car without asking.
I really don't feel like they would have went and touched anybody else's vehicle without their permission.
That is very unfortunate. My crews were somewhat overzealous, and they just arrived on the scene and started cleaning immediately. We certainly should have contacted the owner of that vehicle before we touched it, and my sincere apologies for that.
And as for Keith's car, well, she says she knows she'll have to pay more money later down the road. Now I spoke to the vice president of Reese Albert, and he tells me they plan on cleaning up the mess entirely. They urge anybody who's still dealing with the mess to contact them directly. Reporting in Midland, Michael Esparza, CBS 7 News.
Michael, thank you. CBS 7 News continues, and coming up in sports, the CBS 7 sports team takes you to the fields in Monahans, where the Lobos are looking for another successful season.
But first, let's stop by the Weather Center. Really mild temperatures today.
So is that what we can expect the rest of the week, Craig?
I'll tell you what, sunny skies. It has been pretty nice outside. And look at what we saw with our almanac, the highs, the lows. A little bit around seasonal. 61, boy, that is nice. 90 was the high today. And a look outside, we'll show you what's going on around the Fort Stockton area. Clear right now, but a weather alert day on the way. We will tell you exactly when you can expect it. Coming up next, the weather. This is CBS 7 News at 6. Well, good evening, everyone. The start of the work week, what a way to start out. A little bit cool outside this morning, a little bit below seasonal, not bad, and not really a lot of cloud cover. We'll show you what's going on around the area as we take a look out of our iCam over the Alpine area, the mountains there. And boy, it is turning out to be a nice Monday evening. Couldn't believe that we're still in a good portion of, say, summer right now. And again, the weather headlines for you. It's going to be mostly clear, a mild night tonight. We do have isolated evening thunderstorms Tuesday, but a weather alert day coming up Wednesday. Thunderstorms, showers will be possible. Be prepared for that. Currents outside, 90 Odessa, 89 Midland, 91 Big Spring, Andrews, 88 degrees. And then you have the lower 90s through parts of the Trans-Pecos. Down around Fort Stockton, it's 88 degrees, 91 Presidio, Alpine, a very comfortable 80 outside right now. So any kind of rain, you're seeing it in Central Texas, East Texas, unfortunately in Louisiana, where they've had a lot of flooding. This is still moving up through the state. All this rain, though, however, is going to back its way into our area, and that's what's going to give us these weather alert days. We'll see really starting out on Wednesday, but tonight at 10, clear skies. Should be a great evening, a really nice start to the day on Tuesday, but just check out the rain. It's trying to make its way toward the northwest and west. And by the time we get toward the early morning hours on Wednesday, there's that little bit of shower activity into the lower Trans-Pecos. By about 12:30, the chance of rain in our forecast, so showers, some isolated thunderstorms, that's going to be possible. And with the rain that we've had overnight and over the last week or so, flooding could be an issue. Something we'll definitely keep pinpointing on that. Your hourly temps into the morning, that'll be the early morning low. Clear skies, 64 degrees. By the time we hit 12 o'clock, you might see a little bit of cloud cover out there. We're looking at temps at 81 and then 89 into the afternoon. 3-day forecast. Here it is for you. 87 on Wednesday, 86 on Thursday. That's when you're seeing those yellow alert days, and that will stretch all the way through the weekend into Monday with daytime highs. Really, for the most part, they're going to be into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. You might see some mid 80s around the area, but the chance of rain definitely in the forecast. Early morning lows will be the upper 60s into the lower 70s. We will keep everybody posted on that rain. Best chance now starting in the middle of the work week.
And pretty good chance all week long.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Craig, thanks very much. We'll be right back. Right now is your chance to meet the UTPB Falcons football team. We're giving away a package from the Odessa Convention and Visitors Bureau. It includes a VIP meet and greet with the players and the coaches and lots of other prizes.
That Meet the Falcons event, by the way, is tomorrow night at the MCM Grande Fun Dome. If you'll call 552-8255 right now and be the 7th caller, good luck. Maybe you can win that.
Jake Gaden is up next with a look at sports.
We're going to talk high school football. We'll be right back.
CBS 7's Pigskin Previews hit week 3 of the Permian Basin. The 2-a-day tour across West Texas continues tonight in Monahans. This year, football's no different in Lobos country. Mickey Owens is back for his 12th year in District 4A, and fans can expect much of the same in this year's team. So does the Green and White have in store for this season? Well, hopefully another high district finish and a deep playoff run.
The Monahans Lobos finished last year with a second consecutive 7-win season, including 2 playoff games. This year, the bar is set even higher.
The goal this year will probably be just, make it to the second round again, but, make it further than even what we did last year and the year before.
In order to get there, the Lobos will have to figure out who will lead the pack. Head coach Mickey Owens is on the hunt for a successor to former 2-year starter Quentin Jones.
Well, we've got Dante Griner and Jaime Marino. Jaime was a backup quarterback on the varsity. Dante was a JV quarterback, so those guys are fighting it out, and both of them know the system really well, and so they're smart kids, and so that puts them ahead of the game in our system.
With the search for a new quarterback still underway, the success of this year's Lobo team will rely on a strong defense, namely Seth Hogan, Ronan Williams, and Ish Marquez, 3 senior linebackers who combined for 217 tackles last year.
I think our offensive line is probably our #1 asset right now, offensively and defensively. I think that's the #1 thing we have. 3 of the 5 are back, and 2 more played quite a bit, so we've got pretty good running backs, and we're a running team anyway, so that's kind of what we base everything off of. So we feel like we're ahead of the game there.
Prediction time for our Pigskin Preview. Our sports reporter Sarah Holden has the Lobos only losing 1 game, going 9-1, while I have them going 8-2 no matter what. Good season for Monahans. Also, big news, guys, today. Pigskin Preview finally dropped in the Permian Basin. You can pick up the free magazine at a bunch of locations in the Permian Basin. Features all the local teams. Let's take a look at some of the areas that you can grab it at real quick. Just in Odessa will look like today. You can get it at Discount Tire, First Basin Credit Union, Sid and Sam's Ratliff Ranch, West Texas Dermatology, and White House Meat Market. So, plus you can get it in Midland, Andrews, and Stanton, but it's a free magazine. Be sure to pick it up. It talks about all the local teams. Sarah Holden and I are on the back cover, as well as the Pigskin Preview talks about UTPB football. So it's in the 18th annual edition. Comes out every year, but this year I like to think is one of the best.
Actually, he and Sarah through the whole thing.
Yeah. But it's great, and it features all the teams, so it gets you ready for the football season.
All right, pick it up.
Hey, thanks very much. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
You are looking live right now on the scene of a crash near Big Spring. The eastbound lanes of I-20 between mile marker 192 and 193 outside of Big Spring closed down after a crash involving 4 to 6 vehicles.
One person has been confirmed to have been killed in this crash. Another person was taken from the scene by a helicopter. Now, we can tell you right now, traffic is clearly, as you see, delayed in this area as crews are working to clean up and investigate the scene.
Yeah, no word on how long it will take to clear that up. Traffic is being detoured, so stay out of that area if at all possible. We'll, of course, have a complete update coming up tonight at 10 o'clock.
Craig has a last look at weather.
Yeah, we'll show you quickly what we have going on for tomorrow. We're going to be seeing daytime highs after starting out at 64. It'll be 89 degrees, mostly sunny skies. After that, the chance of showers and thunderstorms enters the forecast.
All right. Entertainment Tonight is coming up next.
We'll see you tonight at 10.